what does it mean to be artistic? Or to what extent is it learned? Now, for many, art is meant to instill a myriad of emotions in the beholder, such as beauty, awe, surprise, sadness, anger, and even disgust. Now, some works generate feelings rather quickly, while others depend on elaborate thoughts and knowledge. Now, our response to art always depends on what we know. And here we know art, it is expressions. Welcome to the Art Express. On Gallery, Art Army is a movement whose major objective is to raise an army of young minds by unleashing and developing their ability in different forms of contemporary and creative arts.
Drawing has been the oldest form of art. It's the oldest form of art. Even right before you had the use of colors, the cavemen were the first. We want to assume or believe, just like science actually said it, that the cavemen started using, drawings, right from the cave, using lines to create image. You understand? Now we have different types of drawing. Nature drawing.
Nature drawing.
Nature drawing. Okay, example of nature drawing.
The trees.
Okay, and what? Mountains. Okay, what else?
Still life drawing.
Still life. Example of still life.
Drawing of human image.
If you want to be very good in art or a creative person, very good, you need to know the theory aspects of art. You need to know, you need to read. Art is not just drawing, it's not just about, artists are scientists. You understand? Artists are scientists. Leonardo da Vinci was an artist, but also a scientist. He was part of most of the things, he's been used this century. Were part of the things he has done. He drew himself. So a lot of this art is science. So don't be deceived. You need to study. You need to make research. You need to understand these things because they will guide you. You can't put down what you don't know. It's impossible. It's what you've read, what you've studied, what you've made research on that will guide you based on any creative idea you want to put down.
Art and it has been fun, it has been marvelous, amazing.
has been more than what I've expected, and I've learned a lot so far.
Art Army has been so wonderful, so fun, and it has really impacted much in my life. Actually, what I've learned so far in Art Army has been so much. I've learned how to draw, and I'm still trying to perfect myself in painting and also in my artworks.
This one is called Twilight Zone. I want close.
You put your name on. I think this one is my own. How much will you sell it?
And there's ash waves.
If I want to buy, how much will you sell?
This Art Army, it is a wonderful place to be. Actually, I've been imagining to be somewhere like this, and I thank God that I have the great opportunity to be here. They have taught me a lot of things. I have a lot of experience here, not even just about drawing and painting alone. Even so much I need to know about life, so much I need to know about the future I'm still going to step.
Moving on to living arts. Now, color can make or break a space. Choosing appropriate colors for a space is an important aspect of interior design.
Color is sometimes divided into two categories: warm and cool tones. Warm tones like red, orange and yellow can energize a space and its occupants. Cool tones such as blue, green and purple generally create quiet, relaxing atmospheres. When choosing wall and flooring colors, it is important to keep the goal of the space in mind. Color has a profound influence on the space and the people in it.
For me, art is a style as you design, and art is also creativity. I could decide to bring a paper and a pen and draw something, and somebody's like, wow. It's a style that I actually want to express in a creative style, in a creative way. I want to tell people. And you also, when I say style, I mean something you want to pour in by virtue of your creativity. And interior design is actually also an art that you put in what you feel it should be without necessarily having guidelines. Or this is how it's supposed to be. No, you just have a style in mind. We express it in creativity. Colors rule the world for me. Colors are fun, they are functional, and they are also expressive. Colors about creativity. When you have colors in place, you find people do many things. Like you can see, the room is actually colorful, and there's a blend of colors. Colors are natural, elements that in places, in spaces, they actually change the environment. Like we all know, people that love white, you know why they like white? Classic, neat, ambience. Even the hospital, they make use of white. Now people that like black, oh, class. Some people call it devil. But you see, depending on what you see the color to be, is what you're going to see it as. If you don't like nowadays, my mother or the likes, they don't actually embrace red. But we are embracing red now, and red is in vogue. Red is about activity, vigor, aggressiveness, beauty. A lot of companies have red as their logo. Now talk about yellow. Yellow for children. it actually activates the mental capacity. It's cheerful, it's happiness, it's sunshine. You know, when you wake up in the morning, you see the red, you see yellow, you're actually happy. It brings, you know, a ray of hope to you. Now let me talk about pink. Pink is for ladies, really. Although our men too are turning, you know, into pink shirts, and so it's colors are things that the elements that actually come in and bring out life into you and brings creativity, and it helps in a lot of environment, like in corporate organizations. Corporate organizations, they work with their logo, the logo color, even the spaces, the buildings, they work with it. And when you have a color, somebody coming to identify with that logo, and the person is not identifying with the brand color, you can depict and say this person might not be genuine. Colors it's just numerous. It has numerous multiple effects. If somebody doesn't like purple and the person enters the space that is purple like, the person might actually feel irritated. So in homes or in environments where we are colors, you find people bonding and you're like, why is she bonding? You know, women bond when they see certain colors that they see in other ladies, and you are like, wow, they just bond, and there's a synergy, and they just move fast, they network fast, because you can identify with the color that the person is with. Even men, regular men will actually want, our men will actually want a red or probably a black car. They like, you know, all those black things. They like it because it's classic. It shows that they are sophisticated, and like, colors are beautiful and colors are evolving. Colors are specific to individuals. Now, talking about colors in offices, definitely very few offices will have red, because you have all the executives and the members of staff running up and down because they are like, it's energetic, it's aggressive. But you could have touch of red, and there's a way you blend the red, the colors in place. You find a lot of companies have the likes of white or blue or gray or black. Black is very important. But there's a mix, and even in color, we talk about tone and shade. You don't have it, even when you see the red, it's not really bright and shouting. It is being toned down, or at times it has its own shade. Now for homes, home is actually peculiar because people react to colors differently. People's emotions are different in different places. Somebody will tell you, I want a red sofa, a red wall, because it actually helps her, it inspires her, it helps her to feel at home. And the same way, the man will say, no, I want white. So when you are coming to that space, you might have to tone down the red and put in white, or tone down the red and actually put in an off-white color. You have to. Now for the boys' room, that's for probably the sitting room, because they might also have a team. Now when you have a team in a space, you work with the synergy of the same colors. You don't throw different colors, except you're doing a color block. Even with color blocks, you know, in interiors we have what we call the color chart and the color scheme. You make sure that everything's synergized. There's a flow of those colors, and nothing is actually appealing or appalling to you. So in homes, colors are defined. Like blue, you could actually paint a boys' room. That's why all the characters we see for children characters, the boys' characters, they're actually blue related. All the Spider-Man, all the characters, they are related. Now for the ladies or the girls, or the Dora and the Barbie, it's pink, because it's actually, there's a way it actually comes in and inspires the emotion for children. Now for kitchen is obvious, but you see, even in colors, you talk about the temperature that you are using. You can't afford to use red in the kitchen with black. It's gonna be a bit, you feel hot. So you try and tone it down with a regular color. Probably you use green. A lot of people use lemon. Some people use orange. Some people use red. It now depends on the variation you are using. That's why an interior designer comes in space to put it. And that's why when you enter a space that has the color mix or the color theme, you can't especially say this is why you like it. You just see that you are at peace. That's what color does. It makes you come and you are at peace with every aspect or the spaces you enter. A lot of people feel colors are just colors, but you see, if you actually think deep, you realize that a lot of people have specific colors. Even the person that says I'm indifferent, ask her what you want. Ask her the color, the spec she wants. She will tell you, I prefer this to this. And that's what color is all about. Now, like this space that we are sitting in, you realize that you can see that the occupiers or the occupants actually have the red. Orange is actually the real theme that we are playing. What you play with it. So colors that actually flow with orange, the likes of gold. You can see gold playing in different shades. Gold, even with the decorative balls, even black. But you see, it has variation. Now, with the tie back, you can see the shade of the tie back. You can see the main blind and the day blind. They have to. There's a color chart that talks about how the colors interweaving. They actually blend in such a way that when you come into that space, you can't say, oh, I love it because it's orange. It's not only orange that is the main color. Other colors come in place. Even with the throws. The throws are patterned. Some are plain, so that we can have everything come together, and it just brings out beauty. It brings out aesthetics, and actually is functional to the occupants.
Ogidi is a Yoruba town in Kogi State, Nigeria, known for its formations of ingenious rock mountains, a traditional art industry, hospitality, valor, and deep tradition of self-reliance. Now, this ancient town is known for its yearly festival called the Ogidi Festival. Let's enjoy.
The occasion which marks the official presentation of the New Yam. The New Yam Festival is a very old tradition and is usually done to present the newly harvested yam and give thanks for the successful harvest, keeping the lives of the farmers and also allowing the people of the village to experience a successful farming season and seeing the new yam. The festival is characterized by a lot of entertainment and colorful appearances. Indigenes were dressed in their best outfits, and the cultural display was a reflection of the pomp and pageantry of the festival. This year's Ogidi Festival featured a Youth Connect Night where the popular hip-hop artist Nice entertained guests at all-night show and a mountain climbing expedition to the famous Oroke Oda, which offered refuge to the people of the community during the Nupe raids of the 19th century.
The 2016 Ogidi Day is the most, how will I call it? Exciting. It's very exciting. We have about 30 different countries, starting from France to US to Belgium, Spain to Italy, different countries. Then we have the Fashion Designer Association. They were all there. We have the immigration, the people from the government office, NGA in Abuja. So we have so many people, and it's getting bigger and bigger. So in another 2 years, it's going to be one of the best festivals in Nigeria.
We came here for the Yam Festival. Today in the morning we climbed the mountain just behind me. It was fantastic. It's a beautiful view of the whole valley and hills around. And then we went to see the village. We went to the king's palace. We met with the king, and it was very, very nice.
Well, this year's festival is very unique because of the yam. This our yam give people twins, and you can even have 4 babies. And then the mountain climbing is another place where you go and do bonfire, roast this yam, sit on the mountain and get healed. Anything you are doing by then, anything that is worrying you, you just eat the roasted yam and forget all your problems. So it brings people together, all the people that come from different parts of Nigeria. I will say the whole 32 states. There is no state that doesn't come. So it's very exciting.
You can see that each success, we thank God for everything. What else do we want? The weather was climate to a point. What else do we want God to do for us? It has been a success. Very awesome God. We thank Him for everything.
The Chairman Central Planning Committee, Barrister Wole Otitoju, is here on the stage.
The different tourist attractions there, we have the old palace, where you climb the wood. The palace is, everything is with wood. And then the deck is with wood. Then you have the mountain. We have 9 hills. And these 9 hills, there is one that look after baby, which we call Orunro. So that one take care of mother and children. When they are going to fetch water in those days, you just drop your baby with the under the mountain in the cave, and the God and Goddess there we look after the baby. So that is, they climb that one. Then we have we have people. There is so many of these 9 hills that each one of them are doing different healing. And we are showing the top of the mountain where people go. When you sit down there, you just take the water and rub your body, and anything you want, you write your name on the mountain, and then you get it. So you make a wish that this time of next year, when I come, I want to have a husband, I want to have money, I want to have anything you want, you get it.
Fathers, the high chiefs, you are covering them there. Please, can you come towards this place? You can come out. Let's leave this place. All those from Ogidi community, please make way for our guests, for them to have a place to sit.
The cave in Ogidi, actually we have almost 20 caves where people can go inside, you can sleep overnight. Then the Nupe War ended in Ogidi, I think 1820, where the Nupe, the Fulani War ended in Ogidi. So people go on the mountain, you will see where they are cooking, where they live in those days, and then that is how they stay on the mountain and they are rolling the stone down. So then we have the palm oil, where everybody come together and just do the oil. So you are seeing the female weaving. We have almost 60 women on loom, on vertical loom. It's in a place where you can see how they are removing the seed from the cotton, turn it on the spindle, then put it on the loom. You are seeing the beginning and you are seeing the end. So that is another one. Then the hand painted adire is there, where you see the paint, they use the brush to paint the adire. And then the resist is the cassava. Everything is organic. Then you see the indigo growing. People sleep under the indigo. That indigo is for healing. It's just like Osun, where you have Aro, the same thing. This indigo, instead of them to pound it inside the jam pounder, they now pound it inside the hole on the mountain. So it makes it very special. So you will still see the shade of indigo on top of the mountain where they normally pound them. There is so many interesting places to see in Ogidi. And I myself, as an artist who have my studio there, in future, I want people to be coming just to see me on demonstration. Doing my weaving, doing my adire, and also doing the Yalaro, which is the indigo. A day before the Yam Festival, there is a pounding section. So every family will bring their mortar. What do they call it? Mortar? They bring it to the Kabiesi's house. So you will have about at least 30 families who come there to pound pounded yam. And as they are pounding it, we have about 30 families also who are doing the soup. You are watching the type of soup that make them live longer in that area. You are seeing a woman living 120. The air is very clean. Everything is organic. They hardly eat anything frozen. So they have the best teeth. So you are seeing all this. You now say, I want to eat a kuku soup. I want to eat ogbono soup. I want the different soup from this 30 family. So you just feel the joy of enjoying our real pounded yam, which Yoruba eat with egusi, Igbo eat it with edikaikon, Hausa eat it with maybe we call it, it's not really ogbono, the green something. So everybody is enjoying the eating of the pounded yam. That is a day before. 2 days before then, they have the children day. So the children have their own activities, how they put the calm wood on their body, how the young girl will dance with the beads around their waist, and that is part of what they do in the evening in those days. So that one is the children activity. So a week before the festival, there is a lot of festival going on with different age. So everybody benefit. The older people, they beat their drum, we call them imole. Imole. Imole is imole. They see with their inner eye more than the outside eye. So then the women are beating the not really talking drum, we call it bembe drum. And then when they beat this and they sing, like I'm looking for something good, and that is why I'm having something good, but the something bad will never come to me. So the women, the older women have a day of their own. Then we have Ofosi. Ofosi people, they are the ones who beat the pot. When they beat this pot, you would never see anything like that. So there is so many activities lined up for different day a week before the festival. Well, I want to say my name is Nike. I'm from Ogidi Ijumu, Kogi State. I will say Okun, the whole Ijumu land, and Okun to all the people in Kaba area, Isanlu, Bede, all of us. Okun, Asei, Samodun, Odabo.
There are painters who transform the sun to a yellow spot, but there are others who, with the help of their art and their intelligence, transform a yellow spot into sun. Words on Marble by Pablo Picasso. Always listen to the arts. Bye-bye.